Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. So wonderful to see you coming in. It is a wee bit chilly again here today, but the sun is shining. We've hardly had any rain in this winter and lots of sunshine. And so I don't mind the cold when the sun's shining. It's beautiful. Hey y'all, Michelle. Wonderful to see you, my darling. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's ready for a cup of tea? Oh, let me just see if the other place is recording. It is. Yay. Technology is working. Just love that when technology works. It's always such a wonderful, wonderful thing. It can be really bad or it can be really good. It is beautiful. I'm looking forward to this cup of tea with you. Hi, Jainendra. Lovely to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful. Hi, Cello or Shallow? Shiloh? Let me know how it's let me know how if I'm messing it up. I love seeing everybody's beautiful names, and I really love to be able to pronounce them properly. So beautiful. I have a feeling it might be a sh, not a cha. Oh, it is like the instrument, a cello. Okay, all right, it is the cha, not the sha. Wonderful, thank you for that. Wonderful, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you before either, so welcome, welcome to our beautiful time here together with a cup of tea. It is always a lot of fun. We get beautiful messages from the leaves, and it's just another way of receiving messages like oracle cards and things like that, and it's just fabulous. Hello Evie, lovely to see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beautiful. I will put my card up here. Sorry, I have to keep looking there because the chat is way over here, and the camera that I use for the tea so that I can flip it down so you can see the tea is right here in front of me. So my head's going this way and that. And sorry, my hands were probably making you dizzy too. So fabulous. Why does that keep stopping? That's really annoying. Really, really annoying. I don't know why. All right, I will choose something else so it doesn't keep stopping. It's not supposed to keep stopping. There we go. Let's try it again. And see if this keeps stopping. Music, eh? See, technology was trying to get me. Technology was trying to get me. Do you know what? We usually do a herb oracle card. We do an oracle card just before we start, just while everyone's coming in and that. And I found these. And normally we do a herb one. And I just thought, I would do this. I've had these for I don't know how long, and I've hardly used them. Oh, beautiful, Todd. Lovely to see you. I've seen you in lots of other lives, so welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes, I am. I am, Evie. I am. Just plugging along like I normally do. Yes, so you can tell by this beautiful book, I've hardly used these. And I remember at Christmas ages ago, nearly 8 months ago, that I was tidying up the dining table because I had a few things on the tea things on the dining table, because I used to do this out there until my laptop decided no, thanks. And so I tidied these all into a box and put them away. Completely forgot about them. So I thought we'd give these a go for a change. They have 2 lots of these in them, and that's just too much for my hands to do all of them. So I will do one side. There is, how many cards are there? Does it say? 200 cards. Yes, so I don't think so there's 100 probably there and 100 on the other side. So we will just do it from 100 today. Hi, my darling friend Pera, lovely to see you. Excellent. So yeah, I thought we would just see what these awesome cards have for us, and because they're so new, they are really hard to shuffle. And, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. A camel. I like that. These are such gorgeous wee cards. And when I first started doing tea lives with you guys, this is when I got these cards, and I don't think I've ever used them with you. Camel, isn't he gorgeous? A little wee camel. Now on the back it says, well, on the front part it says, persevere and you will overcome problems. How wonderful is that? This microphone is really in my way. And we do have to persevere lots, don't we? I mean, perseverance is sometimes really, really hard. But perseverance, I think it takes strength. Definitely, perseverance takes strength and a very enduring spirit as well. And that is the spirit of the camel. The camel is like that. The camel is resilience and patience and faith, unwavering faith. And I think the camel is actually, I think it's one of nature's greatest teachers of perseverance, really. It doesn't rush across the desert, they just lumber along, it doesn't become discouraged by the massive distance ahead of it. It just continues. It just carries on, and it's one steady step at a time. And this has been coming through a lot in my lives lately. Trusting every step carries you closer to the destination. And we go through seasons. There are seasons in life that really do feel like crossing the desert. And I'm sure all of us at some point in our life have been in the desert. And that it can sometimes seem very, very long, very long. And the answers don't always appear quickly either when you're seeking answers for why you're in that desert. And so that can then make us wonder, wonder if our efforts are really making any difference at all, and you sometimes wonder, well, I do this, I meditate, I do this and this and this. Is that really making a difference? But it is. Underneath it is, and we don't always see that. And I think the camel here, he's glorious. He just reminds us that progress is not measured by speed. We really want speed sometimes, but it's not measured by speed. It's measured by your willingness to keep going, to have that resilience, to keep going, even when the outcome hasn't revealed itself. This card is seeing the camel. I don't think we've ever seen the camel in our lives, but seen the camel this morning. It's it's a loving reassurance from the universe, just to say that slow progress is don't mistake it for no progress. So, every act of courage, every lesson you learn on that journey, every small, itsy bitsy, tiny step forward is bringing you much closer to where you were meant to be. Now, the camel is a delightful animal. It survives because it knows how to conserve its energy. It understands that every journey has its own rhythm. it doesn't waste its strength, trying to compete with the pace of the others. And that's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful wisdom there. You don't have to rush that journey. You don't have to rush healing. You don't have to force those dreams that you have. You don't have to compare your journey with someone else's, because we're very unique human beings, and my journey is never going to be the same as yours. Might be similar, but it'll never be the same. And our path, your path, my path, has its own sacred timings, own beautiful timing. And the camel is about preparation and trust as well, and it carries within itself what it needs for the journey. It has its little humps to store the water, and we can do that too. We can know that inside us they store water, but inside us we have that inner strength, we have that wisdom, and that resilience that's inside us, and we have all that, sometimes more than we will ever believe or ever realize. But it's there, it's always there. So if you have been facing challenges or uncertainties or moments of self-doubt or any of those things, the camel is like a beautiful hand on your shoulder, and it just says, keep going. And the road isn't easy at most of the time, but keep going, because you become stronger with every step. And there may be lots of obstacles before that come in your way, but they're not permanent, and they are teachers rather than barriers. And the camel just encourages you to trust that perseverance is creating something absolutely beautiful that maybe isn't seen yet, though, or fully seen yet. Maybe you see sneaks of it. So trust that. Trust your persistence, because persistence is not wasted. Perseverance. And the horizon, I feel like we can say that the horizon for us is drawing nearer. Even if today's view has not yet changed, I can feel it. I can feel it, that it's drawing nearer. There's things coming upon us. There really is. Yeah. Those are your strengths, but it doesn't necessarily get me anywhere. Yeah, exactly. And but they you acknowledge that they're there, and maybe there's some more that are deeper in there too, that still have yet to come out as well. Hello, Swati. Lovely to see you from Amsterdam. Fabulous. And again, another beautiful name. Let me know if I am pronouncing that correctly. This deck is so cute. It came with this gorgeous wee bag to put all the cards and things in. But the box is still beautiful. Still beautiful. Should we see what the book actually says? Yeah. Oh, good. Sunshine returned. We haven't had any rain really either. Let's have a look. It's cool, eh? It's very cool. 200 cards in it. It's quite amazing. And as I said, I was surprised when I was looking for something else and found this. I have hardly used it, and I think I will get it out more often, because this is a deck lovely to do spreads from. So the camel, as it said on the card, persevere and you will overcome problems. A camel burdened with a heavy load slowly trudges across the hot desert sand with no relief from the burning sun. However, the camel keeps its head up high and carries on, determined to reach the oasis and the rest that awaits it there. The camel indicates that you may feel laden with problems, but if you persevere in the face of adversity, the problems will be overcome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Robin, lovely to see you. Oh, it smells new too. I mean, I've had it for ages. As I said, it got hidden away and I was looking for something else and found it. It is just delightful, delightful. Where can I put that? Over here. Let's put it there. All right, tea. Who's got tea with them? I have got in my little wee cup, I have in here a blend of oolong and black tea, and I have blended this so I've got more oolong than black because the black I find a little bit too bitter by itself, and the oolong just softens it out, which is to my taste. So always make your tea to your taste, even in those recipes, all those recipes that I post up for you guys. Even in those, you can work out how you can change them and tweak them to your taste. Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. On your white tea. I love white teas. White teas are, the leaves are a little bit, well, white teas are fine for doing tea leaf reading. So white, green, black and oolong are the best teas, but some white teas have a very big leaf, and I have a lovely white tea, which I've often thought would be nice to use with you guys, but the leaf is so big, it doesn't create any good symbols in it. So yeah. Darjeeling is your favorite. Beautiful. Yes, it is a beautiful tea too. I love Darjeeling as well. Fabulous. All right, shall we turn the camera up so you can see the leaves and we can get on. Wonderful. Let's go down. There we go. Yes, it'll be interesting to see. I'll turn that on. That might make it better to see. Tell me if it doesn't though when we get there. All right, my lovelies, let's pour this tea into here. This water, sorry. And the steam, I love watching the steam rise. It's like little ribbons of joy. There are some bubbles there, so that means the angels are close by. And then we give it one turn anti-clockwise, and then we let it steep. And this one needs to steep for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we will go on a lovely wee journey while we let it do its thing. Hello, Marina. Lovely to see you. Haven't seen you for ages. Welcome back. All righty. Let's just slow down for a minute. I feel like I've been talking really fast this morning, which is interesting. So I think we just need to, I know I do, I need to just breathe for a wee minute. And just, for the next few moments, as the tea steeps, just let your heart steep into stillness. And for these next few beautiful moments, just allow yourself to receive the gift of being present. And if you have a cup, bring your cup into your hands if it's not too hot, and feel its warmth. Feel its beautiful warmth. Notice its weight. Pick the cup up and feel how heavy it is. Notice these delicate wisps of steam rising into the air. Your tea is transforming. And the leaves, they are surrendering to the warmth of the water. And without effort, without resistance, they just simply open. And perhaps there's something within you that is ready to soften today too. So take a slow breath in. And a beautiful long breath out. And again, breathing in peace. breathing out anything that's weighed upon your heart. And one more deep breath, just feeling your whole body relax. And now, if you haven't already, close your eyes and imagine yourself walking along a mountain path before sunrise. And that's when the world is wrapped in that soft blue light of early morning. The air is cool and wonderfully fresh. And with every step, you feel lighter, calmer, more present. And in the distance, you see an ancient stone temple. It's nestled high upon the mountain. Its doors stand open and golden lanterns glow softly inside. And you step across the threshold. The temple is silent, not an empty silence, beautiful living silence, a silence filled with peace. Sunlight begins to stream through the eastern windows, painting warm golden patterns across the stone floor. And in the center of the temple is a simple wooden cushion waiting just for you. And beside it rests a small table. And on that table sits your cup of tea. And as you sit, you notice the first rays of the rising sun starting to touch your face. The warmth feels like a blessing, a reminder that every morning offers us another beautiful beginning. And you listen. Perhaps you hear birds greeting the dawn. Maybe it's only the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. The temple asks nothing of you. It doesn't ask you to become wiser, stronger, more spiritual. It just simply welcomes you exactly as you are. Sit here for a few breaths and just feel yourself supported by the ancient stone beneath you. Feel yourself surrounded by light and allow this beautiful silence to become your teacher. And today, let yourself open to receive as willingly as you give. And as your tea finishes steeping, just imagine the warmth flowing through the cup into your hands, into your heart, awakening something beautiful within. And if you have a cup of tea, when you feel ready, just lift your cup. Because our tea and our hearts are ready. So take your first slow sip and allow yourself to just arrive completely. Leave yesterday behind. Leave tomorrow where it belongs. There's only this breath, this cup, and this beautiful moment. Take another sip. Just imagine the warmth of your tea filling every part of your body with peace. Allow yourself to receive without needing to earn it. Take another sip, and the sun rises every morning without doubt. The seasons change without struggle. Nature trusts its rhythm. And so today, allow yourself to trust yours, your beautiful, unique rhythm. Take another beautiful sip and just notice one amazing thing within your temple. Maybe it's the golden light, maybe it's the stillness, the fragrance of your tea. And just allow wonder to awaken your heart. And take another sip and just bring to mind someone or something that blesses your life. Offer a silent thank you. And feel gratitude expanding within your heart like the morning sun. Now take your final sip slowly and imagine the tea becoming a warm golden light within your heart. And the light expands beyond your body. It fills this temple, touches every one of us here, and it flows out into your family, to your community, your town, your country, and across our beautiful world. Now just rest your hands over your heart for a wee minute. Take one final slow breath in. And breathe out. And together let's offer this blessing. May my heart remain open. May my spirit remain peaceful. May I receive with gratitude. May I give with love. And may every cup of tea remind me that stillness is sacred. And just remain here for a few moments, just listening, breathing, and receiving. And when you're ready, open your eyes and carry the warmth of this temple within you, knowing that whenever you pause with a mindful cup of tea, its doors will always be open, waiting to welcome you home. Evie, that's lovely. Having a cup of tea under the stars. How beautiful. I love that. So delightful. Well, welcome back, everybody. Here is our beautiful cup of tea. Now what we do is we pick up the cup, we swirl it around, and then turn it three times. Swirl it again, turn it, just to get the leaves all settled out. Turn it. Was that 3? Let's do one more for good measure. Can't remember whether it was 3 or not. That's got to be 3 now. And then what we do is we use our saucer. We put the saucer over the cup and then we turn it up. Just leave that for another couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds really. Just to let them sort of shift and settle. Shift and settle. How are we all doing? All right, let's turn it over. Put it back down there. Let's turn it that way. I think I quite like it that way. Feeling very chilled. Good. I like that. I like that. And there we have it. Let's see what 3 each you can see. Oh, I just saw 3, 3, 3, 3. How cool is that? That's how long we've been going. 3, 3, 3, 3. Well, it's more than that now, but that's when I saw it. It was very cool. A maple leaf. Very cool. I like maple leaves. A bird standing. Is it standing in anything, Peter? Or is it just standing? On the edge with its head lifted up, standing with head lifted. I like that, Todd, a dragon with wings. Peter will like that one too. Big frog on the bottom. The very big one I can see on the bottom is a horse galloping. We're all very quiet today. Hey, you see the horse now? Yeah. Yes, it does look like it has wings, doesn't it? It's not a phoenix. Peter, what's the horse that has a Pegasus? There we go. Yes, Pegasus. Thank you, Todd. Pegasus. That's what it is, Marina. Well done. You see the horse and you see the dragon above. Good. I love that. And you can see the phoenix bird as well. Ooh, a bit of fire there, eh? Awesome. Yes, yeah, I can just make out the emoji, Marina, but yes, yeah. So Chantal's got the dragon as well. A dog with a large head crawling upwards. Oh, he's trying to escape, eh? Dog with large head crawling upwards. I like where that's going. An angel leaning over a cat lying down. Ooh. Blessings. Fabulous, Chantal. Angels, love seeing angels in the cup. They're always amazing. We often see dragons. Don't think we've ever seen a phoenix. I might have to look at my book at some of these. And in the deck book that we had, see if they're in there. It'd be fascinating to see if what they say about dragons or phoenixes. Quite often these just have the really obvious things that people will see. People that don't have as much imagination as we have. Oh yeah, there's a dragon there. Interesting. And a phoenix. Nope, no phoenixes. Does have a dragon though. It's interesting. The dragon says, beware of self-delusion. A fire-breathing dragon all puffed up with his own self-importance. I love that. Appears. However, the dragon looks a little nonsensical, more like a caricature. And I should find the dragon card for you to look at. But this is what it's saying about that card. This symbol indicates that you should beware of deluding yourself with regard to certain situations. You should face the truth, however painful, and act accordingly. Now, you see, that's nothing like I would have said for a dragon. So it's cool getting a different perspective sometimes. It really is. Yes, there is, Evie. Yes, yes. Yes, yeah, very royal. Exactly. Yeah. Sounds about right for you, does it, Todd? I like that. I love that. All right. Are we seeing anything else? Shall I turn it round? Let's turn it round that way. See what we can see, if anything, that way. Oh, there we go. It's Had a bit of an issue focusing for a second. Not quite as clear as some days, are they, these leaves? Oh, I can see a big brown bear. Can you see that? Concord butterfly or plane? Okay, yep. Let's do a space shuttle. We haven't had one of those before. We haven't had the Concord plane either. Brown bear. Riding a broom stick. Can you see that at the bottom? Yep, you can see the bear. Yes. Oh, a dolphin jumping. Cool. Can you, Todd, can you see the bear, how it's riding a broomstick? Are we looking at the same bear? You can see the dolphin too. I like that. It's funny. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. You don't know? See the, there, riding the broomstick. Isn't it amazing? Some cups I can see heaps of symbols, but I'm struggling to see some in this one. I feel like there's something going along in this big bit again, differently to the horse, but I'm not getting it. Yeah, it is harder, isn't it? I almost wonder whether this one, oops, get the finger right, this big clump now that was the horse has turned into an elephant with you know, one of those, what are those Japanese fighters, soldiers called? Because you can see his hat up there. So a bee. Bees are wonderful. Samurai, there we go. Good. I'm not getting the words there. So an I can you see that? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Let's hold it up so you can see on the sides there. Yeah, kneeling monk and a bat diving on the side. And if we, no, this, yeah, if we turn it like that, maybe. Trying to get the best sort of view out of it. Maybe like that. Come on, focus. 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 It's focusing on my hand, not the cup. Oh, there we go. Put both hands there. It is, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. So I think that's going to be one of the biggest messages in the whole cup, really. Love that. right, my darlings. Well, oh, yeah, elephant head with a dashhound's body. Oh, I like that, Evie. All right, my lovelies, have we seen enough? Let's flip it back up to me. It's been a bit quiet in that cup today. I love that. I love that. Let's move this cup away. Let's get this out of the way for a minute. Let's get our book here so that we can see easier what's going on. I've written them down in. Very cool, eh? All right. It's really cool when it's, I better bring this back a bit closer so you can hear me better. It's really cool when we have a quieter cup too. And I sometimes feel the messages can be even stronger then, which is quite cool. So let's just, I don't know, I just feel like everything's been hurried this morning, yet it hasn't. It's been a quiet, chilled morning, but I just need to breathe for a minute just so I can hear what's going on. I think there's just a beautiful, majestic cup today. Absolutely. In it has got, with the symbols, it's got spiritual awakening, it's got courage, it's got transformation, it's got protection, it's got freedom, and it's got faithful guidance in it too. And I think that altogether, I mean, I'll come to altogether in a minute, but I'm getting altogether already, that just a tiny wee whisper that we are far more powerful, loved, and guided than we know. I don't know where that's come from. Well, I do know where it's just like yelling it in my head. But yeah, we are far more powerful and loved and guided than we know. Interesting. All right, we had the maple leaf to start with. The maple leaf. Maple leaf is, I don't think we've had it before, but it's a beautiful symbol of balance, of abundance, of gratitude, and the ever-changing seasons of life. The maple leaf, it is about reminding us that change is not something to fear. We often do fear change. A lot of us don't like change. But it is a natural rhythm of our life, and it's a beautiful rhythm that brings beauty, fresh beauty with every single cycle. And just like the maple trees, they release its leaves each autumn with absolute trust, complete trust. And I think this symbol is encouraging you to let go. Let go of what has completed its purpose, and know that new growth is ready. It will return. It will definitely return. And the maple leaf also, it represents generosity, endurance, strength, and just suggest that maybe your life becomes so much more richer whenever we embrace each season, with acceptance rather than resistance. Then we had the bird standing with its head looking up, and a bird, I think that's standing proudly, and with its head up, there's hope there's confidence, there's dignity, there's spiritual awareness, and it's not like a bird in flight, with its standing and with its head raised. It's just reminding us to take little pauses, to take sacred pauses before any action, especially. Be alert to every possibility while keeping calm and grounded. And its lifted head is optimism and that willingness to look towards brighter horizons, no matter what your circumstances are at the time. There's the horizon. Focus on the horizon. The symbol, it encourages trusting those opportunities that they are approaching and becoming more visible, and just know your own worth, and just wait patiently for that perfect moment to spread your wings. Beautiful. And wings, the dragon with wings was the next symbol. Isn't that lovely how it leads into it? The winged dragon is one of the most powerful symbols of spiritual mastery, of protection, of wisdom, and transformation. It is amazing because it combines earthly strength and heavenly vision. And it just reminds us that courage and compassion, they all exist together beautifully. Dragons appear as well. We see dragons when there are hidden gifts that are awakening, and when our soul is preparing to move into a larger expression of itself. And the wings, they are about freedom from limiting beliefs, and just the ability to rise above fear and those things that hold us back. It doesn't represent force, I don't think, even though what I read about the dragon was interesting. But to me, I don't think it represents force. I think this particular dragon has noble strength. Like Peter said about the horse, I think this too has that noble strength, that kind of strength that protects, that inspires, and uplifts, and uplifts yourself and others, simply by its presence and its unwavering faith in what is possible. Yes, they are very cool. They are very cool, Avnet. Wonderful to see you. Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before too. Thank you for joining. Then we had the frog. The frog on the bottom. Frogs, I think naturally you could say almost that frogs are on the bottom. But frogs are timeless. They really are timeless. They're a timeless symbol too of emotional cleansing, of healing, of renewal, personal transformation, and appearing at the bottom of the cup like that. I think it's telling us that there are changes taking place at the very deepest levels of our being. Old emotional burdens outdated fears and limiting patterns that are all dissolving beneath the surface. And you might not see those results fully as well, especially as the symbols in the bottom of the cup. But it definitely encourages trusting the unseen, because that unseen work is taking place. It's taking place within your heart, and it's celebrating every step you take toward greater emotional freedom and inner peace. Yes, dissolving. Yes, absolutely. Dissolving beneath the surface. And then we had the horse galloping. Horses, well, a galloping horse is momentum, vitality, freedom, and joyful progress. I think joy is dropping in here, there, in this one. And it's our spirits long to move confidently towards our dreams. And Toy 2.0. Is she here? Is she? I can't see any bubbles. Oh, there you go. There she is. Hello, Michelle, darling. Yes, move confidently towards your dreams. And yes, there may be uncertainties there, but try not to hold back. Try and look past those uncertainties. And the horse just teaches beautiful strength. That strength is absolutely even more beautiful when it's combined with grace and determination. And it is a beautiful symbol, and it often appears when life is gathering speed after a quieter season. And that season has been of preparation. So you're ready for that speed now. And it's just reassuring you that the energy surrounding you is becoming much more dynamic. And it's inviting you to embrace opportunities with confidence, while still remaining true to the values that guide your journey as well. Yeah. Oh, Michelle, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, knees. I know all about knees. Oh, darling, yeah, take it easy. Get some ice on them. Alternate between ice and heat, and keep them raised for a while. Trying to breathe through it. Good. Yes, big healing hugs. Then we had the Pegasus. I like Pegasuses. Pegasus. It's probably plural anyway. They represent inspiration, higher consciousness, imagination, divine creativity, and unlike that, the physical, the earthly horse that we just talked about, Pegasus is it likes to remind you that your dreams are not limited by ordinary circumstances, and it encourages you to lift your vision beyond the practical, and just trust that inspiration itself is a sacred guidance. And the Pegasus, when we see that in the leaves, it appears when your soul is ready to explore new possibilities, deeper spiritual understanding, or just creating something that uplifts others as well. And it teaches that freedom comes from, it's not about escaping reality. Freedom comes from seeing it through eyes of hope and wonder and just limitless potential. Fabulous. And then the phoenix, a bird. We've got lots of animals going on here, haven't we? Phoenix is an amazing symbol of resurrection, a rebirth, and radiant transformation. Every ending carries within it the seed of a magnificent beginning, and difficult circumstances, they've not diminished your spirit. They have refined it into something wiser, stronger, and much more compassionate. And the Phoenix teaches us that true renewal, that comes from not forgetting the past, but from allowing its lessons to become the foundation for an amazingly brighter future. So whenever you see this symbol, it brings reassurance that a powerful new chapter is already beginning to unfold, which is beautiful. Who saw that one? The Phoenix. I like that. That one sounds like it's definitely talking to me. Then we had, excuse me, we had the dog with a large head crawling upwards. And dogs are all about loyalty and devotion and friendship and unconditional love. Its large head, I'm thinking that's emphasizing wisdom and awareness and thoughtful decision making. And then it's the upward part, is the upward movement, is I think about perseverance and continual growth. And this symbol is saying, look, be faithful to your values. Even when the climb is challenging, be faithful to your values. Progress might be slow, but every effort is strengthening your character. Isn't it interesting how a lot of these coming through are from our camel to start with too? Those same oh, excuse me, same characters in that coming through. The dogs a genuine companionship too, and that's not necessarily from a dog. It could be coming from loved ones, could be coming from your community, or unseen spiritual realm. And they all continue supporting you as you rise toward new opportunities. Why did you stop? There we go. Then we had the angel leaning over a resting cat. How beautiful. I love that. I love that symbolism. I think it's a really comforting image too. And it speaks of divine protection, healing, sacred rest. Absolutely. Not just rest, sacred rest. Angels, they represent unconditional love and spiritual guidance. But the peaceful cat, isn't that beautiful? The peaceful cat there too is intuition and independence and inner calm. And put them together, the angel and watching over the cat. I think it's saying that your sensitive spirit is being lovingly watched over. And that's particularly in times of reflection, or in times of recovery as well. And there's no need to carry every burden alone. You have unseen and seen people around you all the time to help you carry those burdens. Yes. I can feel that, Peter. I can feel that. Yes, like our ancestors carrying us. Absolutely. They're always around you too. They're always there for guidance. Absolutely. You love Pegasus, yes. Grace surrounds you. Grace surrounds you. And it's encouraging trust and relaxation and confidence that those unseen hands are just helping to restore you. And not just your soul, it's in your body as well, body and soul. Definitely. Then we had the space shuttle. Space shuttle. Exploration, innovation, courage. Definitely expanding beyond the familiar, those and familiar limitations that we have about ourselves too. Our souls aren't meant to be confined to, especially to old beliefs, or those really comfortable routines that we all love, and sometimes they need to change, and there are new frontiers waiting to be explored, and that's both within your heart and in the world around you. And I love this. This symbol is embracing curiosity and extraordinary journeys. And I think all of that comes with one brave decision to actually venture out and beyond what feels familiar. It's really easy to stay cozied up with the familiar. And sometimes we just need to step out and be brave. And then trust. When you do that, trust that those new perspectives will transform, and your understanding of life will be changed amazingly. Cosmic connections and progress, absolutely. Then we had the brown bear riding a broomstick. That was my one. I was obviously feeling very playful when I saw that. It's earthly wisdom and playful magic, I think, going on in this wee symbol that I saw. Definitely. Bears, they are strength, protection, introspection, and confidence. And then the broomstick is about clearing away old energy and embracing joyful transformation. And together, they're quite cool. They're about laughter and imagination and lightheartedness. And those little things, those things that evade us sometimes, laughter, imagination, they are powerful healing forces. So this beautiful whimsical symbol, it's just encouraging us to release unnecessary seriousness and just allow joy and magic to become part of your beautiful sacred practice. You know, sometimes the deepest wisdom arrives with a smile rather than a lecture. It's wonderful. Yes, I like that. Is the bear disguised as a witch, or a witch disguised as a bear? I think they have... The broomstick was a lot smaller than the bear, so maybe it's the bear. Then we had a dolphin jumping. A joy again. Isn't that beautiful? Freedom, playfulness. It's happiness, you know, happiness. Don't postpone happiness, you know, just by saying, well, if I get this, I'll be happy. It's there. Take it. Grasp happiness. Definitely don't postpone it. Oh, excuse me, choking on my saliva. Getting joyful, excited, joyful. And joy, again, is part of the healing journey. And dolphins are about communication, intuition, very deep emotional intelligence with a dolphin. and they leap above the water, and that because I think that was Peta that saw the dolphin jumping. It's leaping above the water, and that is, to me, it's rising above emotional heaviness. Maybe it's just long enough to take a glimpse and of a brighter perspective, but still, it's a glimpse. And celebrate the small victories. That's what this symbol says. Celebrate the small victories. Laugh often. Just sit there and laugh, just for the sake of laughing, and just allowing your beautiful heart to remain open despite life's inevitable challenges. Life likes to kick us, and it likes to kick us when we're down, but laugh, just laugh, and bring joy into your life. Bees are community. They are cooperation. They are purposeful work. They are abundance, and that abundance is created with consistent effort. And each little wee bee contributes its unique role. Each little bee is unique, and it contributes its unique role while serving something much greater than itself. And so this reminds us, when we see the bee, that our own gifts matter. No matter how small they may seem, they matter. And that beautiful sweetness of life is usually created through those countless tiny acts of kindness and patience and dedication. And that's don't wait for other people to bestow those on you. Do it for yourself. Do little acts of kindness for yourself. Be patient with yourself, and dedicate yourself to something in your life that can help with purpose. Bees also remind us that communities are built on generosity and on shared purpose and mutual support rather than competition. So they're a wonderful little thing. Without bees, we would have no world. And then I had the elephant with samurai riding on it. Keep buzzing. Exactly. No one vibrates like us. Exactly. I love these little wee snippets that you're posting in there. That's really cool. The elephant with the samurai. The elephant with the samurai. The riding it. Elephants, let's go for elephants first. Elephants are wisdom, they are memory, they are patience, they are immense inner strength, as well as being big, strong animals. The samurai, I think the samurai is discipline, honor, courage, and integrity. And I think together, it's quite a magnificent symbol, actually, of strength, which is guided by wisdom and not aggression. It's with the samurai, you might think aggression, but no, it's guided by wisdom. And it reminds us that our biggest victories will come when we have that calm determination, not that aggressive one, calm determination, thoughtful action. But stick with your values. See, that's coming through quite a lot. Stick with your values and just lead with both courage and compassion. And just know that true power protects rather than dominating, and it serves rather than seeking recognition as well. Very traditional too, absolutely, very traditional. I think that comes back to ancestors. Someone said something about ancestors. Yeah, Marina, like our ancestors. Again, it's that ancient and traditional coming through. Sacred traditions, exactly. Then we had the bats diving from the top. Bats. Bats, I think, are rapid transformation. Yeah, I've got it here. I should have a bit more rapid transformation. Heightened intuition. If I drink too much of it after the tea, I'll need to pee. And just embracing necessary changes. Don't be frightened about that. And because it's at the top of the cup, this energy of the bat, that heightened intuition, that rapid transformation, that that will become very evident in your life very soon. Very, very soon. Very soon. The bat, trust your inner senses. Even in circumstances where, everything seems uncertain, in here, so trust your inner senses. Growth requires us to let go sometimes, so that we can become more aligned. And it's hard to let go sometimes, but don't fear that. Don't fear change. And I think this symbol is look at change as a beautiful, graceful descent into greater wisdom, authenticity, and spiritual freedom. Fabulous. And the kneeling monk. How many more have we got? Oh, a couple more. Kneeling monk. I didn't think we had many at all, but we did. Kneeling monk. That's humility and devotion, mindfulness, and inner peace. And that's a beautiful figure. And to see, you can visualize it again without even seeing it in the cup. That's about true wisdom, that's cultivated through a sacred practice. Monks don't strive for anything. They are beautiful in their wisdom and the practice that they do. They don't rush. So slow down, listen deeply, remain open-hearted, and you can then discover that guidance can be found. It can't be found through busyness. You need to stop. You need to be still. You need to have that little sacred pause in your life. And the monk teaches us that every breath, every prayer, every moment of gratitude, every act of kindness becomes a amazing sacred offering. Peace isn't something that we find outside ourselves. It's something that is patiently uncovered within. Then we had the rasta with the bird in hand, and that's a really vibrant sort of symbol. And it's freedom again, harmony with nature, joy. There's joy in there too. There's authenticity. And again, I think this is about trusting life's natural rhythm as well. And holding the bird, reggae man, yes, holding the birds, obviously I can imagine that it's holding it carefully. And that suggests living in partnership with the world. Don't try and control it. Just live in partnership with it. I think this figure too is expressing our individuality as well, and embrace that with confidence, and just remain grounded in compassion and gratitude, and and respect for all living things, all living things. And I wish a lot of the world would understand that. And then we might have more peace in the world. It's the symbol, it reminds us that true freedom begins within our heart, and then it naturally extends outward into the way we speak, the way we create, the way we love, the way we care for others, all those things. If we have that beautiful, calm, peaceful freedom in us, then that can extend out. And then we had the elephant with the dachshund body. And another, isn't that lovely? Another whimsical, yes, absolutely. I like that. Perfect. No worry, no cry. That's beautiful. Oh, you're onto it today, Marina. I like that. Yeah, again, another whimsical image, and that is blending wisdom and determination and strength and playfulness and dignity with curiosity. Yes, the cup of whimsy today. The elephant's head, it is understanding and leadership. And the dachshund is persistence and loyalty and fearless enthusiasm, I think, despite its little small stature. And you put them together and they remind us that don't underestimate yourself, never underestimate yourself. And especially don't underestimate yourself or others based on appearances. This is an interesting, if you looked at this, you'd be like, oh, and but don't do that. It's we're all beautiful, unique individuals, and they are fabulous. And I think there is great wisdom that comes to us in unexpected forms and in remarkable achievements, and I think it's frequently accomplished during perseverance and joyfulness and magic and curiosity, but above all, an open heart. Right, I will have another drink and we'll have a look, see what I think about the whole group together. Cleverness too. Yeah, definitely cleverness. Absolutely. Yeah. I think if nothing else, there is a big message of awakening. These symbols, they're not, the message is not of becoming someone different, but of remembering who you are, who you've always been, beneath all those layers of doubt and expectation and fear. There's an ancient wisdom within each of you, every single one of you, that has waited for this amazing season right now. A wisdom that can't be taught, because it's already living in your heart. And I think life is inviting us into a time of greater trust. And that's not trust that is born from certainty. It's trust that's born from experience. So, a lot of us are coming out of storms. We've survived storms that maybe we never thought we would, that we never thought we would weather, but we have. And some others of us have been carrying burdens that have actually strengthened your compassion, walked roads that have deepened your understanding, and loved through many seasons that taught your heart how resilient it truly is. So nothing's wasted. Every single chapter has become part of the foundation beneath your feet. I think there's a beautiful, wonderful invitation to embrace strength and kindness and gentleness. The world often encourages us to keep striving, but our soul understands a different rhythm. I think if you're especially on this app, if you're a part of this app, your soul has a different rhythm. So real power is quiet. It listens before speaking. It protects without controlling. It inspires without demanding recognition. The more that you are deeply grounded, you can then be grounded in your kindness. The more naturally your presence becomes a source of peace for those around you too. Joy, there's a lot of joy there too, and joy wants to be your companion. Pick it up, say hey, and embrace joy. Spiritual growth doesn't like to be heavy and solemn all the time. It loves joy. It loves laughter and creativity and imagination and friendship and simple pleasures, are those beautiful sacred pathways that nourish our spirit. And when we allow ourselves to delight in those everyday miracles, we become more receptive to the guidance that continually surrounds us. Yes, Element Mask Dachshunds. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think there's a beautiful new season arriving that is carrying fresh opportunities to explore beyond those familiar boundaries. And some might come as unexpected conversations. Others may come as those little wee nudges that help bring your attention to new ideas or creative expressions. But you don't need to know every step at the beginning. Just trust. That path will reveal itself more clearly, especially more clearly to those willing to take the next step with an open heart. The leaves also speak of community. Every single soul on this earth walks its own unique journey. None of us were ever meant to travel it entirely alone, though. We need to encourage one another. We need to celebrate each other's victories. We need to hold space for one another's struggles as well. And, that beautiful light within one heart has the amazing ability to awaken the light within another heart, which is lovely. It really is. And remember that. That's beautiful. But also remember that you are deeply loved too. There's seen and unseen companions that surround your path with protection and encouragement and beautiful blessings. Even in those moments when life feels uncertain, there are amazing hands that are supporting you, that are lifting you up in many ways that you can't fully perceive, but they're there. So trust those moments of peace that arrive without explanation. Trust that certainty that settles in your heart. Trust those dreams that continue calling you forward. They're there. They're deep inside. So walk gently into each new day and know that you carry within you both ancient wisdom and fresh hope. Let your heart remain soft and your spirit courageous. Can't get that one out. Your mind curious and your soul open to wonder and joy and magic. This new season, this journey ahead is not asking you to prove your worth. It is just asking you to live from it. Continue with faith and compassion and joy. Again, joy and magic. And you'll discover that every single step has always been leading you toward the amazing, beautiful, fullest expression of who you were created to be. And that is the leaves today. Wonderful. Isn't it amazing? I thought we couldn't really see much in there, but there was a lot in there. There was a lot in there. Sorry, it's a courier delivering me something. He always waves out to make sure I've seen it. Fabulous. I think I know what it is too, Michelle. Hint, hint. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope that message, even a little part of it, spoke to you. And yeah, sometimes it's just one symbol that will speak to you. Sometimes it's the whole message that speaks to you. So sometimes it's one statement that speaks to you. So thank you, Peter. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Just what you needed today. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, it was. It was a beautiful message. I'll have to go back and listen to it again for myself because I don't write it down. So. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so glad, Marina. Yeah. And reach out if you ever need any support and help. I'm here. I love helping, even if it's just listening. So my pleasure, Todd. Thank you for coming. It was wonderful to see you here. Thank you. I had a new tea track approved yesterday, and I kept telling myself, put that as a card, put that as a card, put that as a card. I didn't put it as a card, did I? So, so you have to go and find it. It's a bamboo one, which is quite cool. And next we have, what's today? Wednesday tea, Thursday crystals. Where is the crystals? There we go. That's right. Completely forgotten what we're doing because I need to settle down and do a whole lot of work today because I usually have it done by now and I haven't. So this week, tomorrow, we are talking about prosto night. I'm going to have trouble with that one, aren't I? And two of them I'm going to have trouble with. And Ravantasara. And that's a beautiful, I love that oil I've got. It's a new one I've got, and I love it. It's really, really good, really, really versatile for lots and lots of things. I love it. Never heard of either. No. Yeah, I only got they're both very recent to me. So we will both be learning lots about together with this one. So I need to go and do my research this afternoon and probably tomorrow morning as well to get it all organized. So excited. Thank you, Janendra. Lovely to see you here today. Beautiful. All right, my lovelies. Might even be another cup of tea time. I'll go and have another cup of tea. My pleasure, Evie. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining us. It's been lovely. I will, Michelle. I will. You have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you're heading into nighttime, then have an amazing sleep. I look forward to seeing you all again, maybe tomorrow. All right, my lovelies. Love to you all. And stay safe, stay calm, and stay peaceful. Bye. You're having your coffee next. Awesome. Do you know what? I am going to have another cup of tea, I think, and a little piece of my husband's banana bread that he made. I think that might be what I need. So, bye. Yes, yum.